My question is, since obviously Nick and Vanessa are on Love is Blind and everyone loves watching that show, have you guys been approached to host something recently, or would you consider getting into that realm?
So I do some hosting stuff. I tend not to do the dating stuff because my history doesn't lend itself too well to being any type of expert on dating. Like, my idea of flirting is still like playground, pushing people down, pulling pigtails. So those aren't in my wheelhouse. The hosting stuff that's in my wheelhouse is like the DIY, home reno, that kind of stuff. And then there was this guy, some night brother, had to go and start doing some other similar kind of show. So I'm gonna assassinate him and then take over his show. I'm not. I love George.
Cancel.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks.
Our next question is from?
Autumn from Enfield, Connecticut. Nice seeing you guys again. My question is for you, since you guys spend a lot of time on tour together and you guys are sharing basically the same area, what is pros and cons of that?
The pros and cons of sharing a close, confined tour bus space?
Yeah.
All right, how long do we have? We only have 5 minutes left.
So, there's basic tour bus etiquette, Don't do anything on there that you don't want to be sitting in for the next 12 hours, right? So that goes from, smoking to dropping a deuce to whatever it is. You don't do that, all right? In general, you try and keep your spaces clean. Mr. Jeffrey Brandon Timmons hasn't always necessarily been the best with that. We were in Germany one time.
Oh, look, this is a long time ago. Times have changed. As I said, this is therapy. We only have 5 minutes.
All right, there are those Kinder eggs, the eggs with like the foil on them and they got like toys inside them. So we were in this van, literally driving across Germany. We were going to like these bathhouses and doing this promo and press stuff. And this was also the same Germany trip where he didn't take a winter coat.
That's right.
To Germany.
I was doing an experiment.
In the winter. So every time we would stop and get out for gas or whatever, he would go into whatever gas station store was there and he would buy as many Kinder eggs as they had. He was on the Atkins diet as well, which meant that he didn't eat chocolate, which meant that he would buy a dozen Kinder eggs.
They have the toys inside.
Open them up, discard the chocolate around the van, get the toys out.
It's a long time ago, Jim.
And then the toys would give about 37 seconds worth of enjoyment, and then the toys would be discarded as well. Germany is not a small country. So imagine the amount of chocolate, stink, smell, stench, toys that were there. But he has since, he's a born again.
Cleaned up my act.
He's a born again Kinder egg.
That's right.
Yeah. But no, you just try not to be sorry, I got a bad mouth. You try not to be a jerk. You try not to be a jackhole.
You find your space. I mean, look, you've got a lounge in the front, and look, we've had our own buses too. And here's the thing: when we had our own buses, we missed being on the same bus together. That's how sick this is. So we end up finding your own space. You have a front lounge, you have a back lounge, you have your bunks, and then you try to alternate space and take time and get away. Then when you want to hang, you go to the certain spots. And by now, after 30 years, we kind of have an idea in our bearings of when we get on each other's nerves and when we don't. And then, if you can tell, well, Drew doesn't, when you talk to him, he doesn't speak back. You go to the back of the lounge and you play video games.
That's
You go to your bub.
since he loves to talk.
Me?
Yeah.
I have moments. I have moments. I'm like a lower intestinal thing. Sometimes it's running, you can't get it to stop.
I told you we only had 5 minutes. The time's running out just on this question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good question.
All right, we do only have time for maybe 1, maybe 2 at the most questions.
Well,
all
the
right?
quick answers, I'll shut up.
All right, go ahead.
I'm Kirsty and I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
Today.
I really ever return to Australia to do a full tour across Australia?
We'd love to.
We've talked about it, yeah. We're talking about maybe doing some Southeast Asia shows, hopefully, if we can make it happen. And then we would try to build some time in Australia if we can make that happen. But we loved it there. We didn't get to spend enough time there.
I think you should do more tours and also go to all the tourist attractions around Australia.
We would like that.
And what is your favourite part of Australia ever visited?
So we only did Sydney and Melbourne.
Yeah, those are the only two spots we did, and only for a couple of days, so we didn't get much time there. But both were gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm from the Yarra Valley region. That's where all the wineries are.
Yes, we'll come.
We'll bring Justin. He'll never leave.
But you can always contact me on social media and I'll show you around.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
We have time for one more question.
All right, our last question, here we go.
Hi, I'm Jess. I'm from Prospect, Connecticut.
What up?
The fastest right here. My question is this: you guys started off, unlike most boy bands, you were actually on Motown, it was John Jive or something like that.
Thanks for knowing that. Seriously, we're proud of that.
Yeah, that's my question is like this: you got to work with Stevie Wonder to do one song. What if you could work with an artist like who would it be?
Like current artist?
Any artist
Any
you
artist
feel.
ever? Oh, Jesus. So I mean, we had Stevie, we had Mariah. You know, we've been able to do a couple of different duets and things. I mean, I think Bruno Mars currently is somebody that we would love to do a song with. I think if you go into like our dream list, I mean, we're friends with them, but we've never done a song with them. It's Boys to Men. I think that'd be a good one. Who else we got?
Michael Jackson would have been cool, you know.
He's not around.
I know, but she said a living or dead. Yeah,
Oh,
living or
did
dead. Yeah, Michael Jackson would have been great.
Elvis, Janis Joplin. I mean, yeah, Marvin Gaye, Sam Cooke.
I like people like Neo, Brian McKnight, you know. There's a lot of artists that I admire out there. Female artists, Christina Aguilera, you know. There's so many that we were influenced by too. Even Motown groups, Four Tops, Temptations, all that stuff, they influenced us heavily. Time's up. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you guys so much for coming.
All right, do me a favor, everyone, stay where you're at, stay seated. We're gonna ask